Hey everyone, it's Marla. Welcome back to Eclipse Astrology and Tarot. This is the weekly reading for June 4th, 2016. Would you like to have a personal astrology reading with me so that when I talk about the placement of the planets, you can know exactly how it's affecting you in your chart? You can visit my website at eclipseastro.com. I do astrology readings and tarot readings. All right, so let's talk about what's going on. We have a full moon today in the sign of Gemini at 14 degrees. And we have the sun and the moon and the Venus all conjunct at 14 degrees. The Sabian symbol for the new moon is two Dutch children talking and studying their lessons. So we know that the sun and the moon and Venus are having a little conversation. And what are they talking about? Well, they're talking about the foundation of your life. The new moon is opposite Saturn and squaring Jupiter and squaring Neptune. So it's creating a fourth leg for the T-square that we've been talking about since last year. The T-square that's building our dream. So creating the new life that we want. And this week we're having a lot of positive energy poured into that dream. And we're going to start seeing this dream make some steps towards manifesting very soon. So let's see what the cards have to say. The overall energy this week is the Eight of Cups. And it's pretty funny because we had this card a month ago at the Taurus New Moon. And that time the sun and the moon were in conjunct Saturn. Now they're opposite Saturn. Saturn in Sagittarius. And Saturn in Sagittarius is re-examining our beliefs. And what are our beliefs about ourselves, our partnerships, our situations? It looks like we're getting some truth and some clarity, and it looks like things aren't good. But I talked about this a month ago. The relationship, the situation, it's dead. Look at the landscape. It's rock and ice and darkness. There's nothing left. So it's time for us to transition. And that's what we're continuing to work on. Mars retrograde in Scorpio is asking us to go down into the underworld and confront our darkest fears. So what's coming up for you? Probably things like abandonment and worrying that, if you leave something, if you move on, what is going to be there for you? We're also facing a lot of karma this week. A few days ago, we had Atlantis conjunct Wisdom opposing Mars retrograde, as well as karma squaring Chiron, the Akashi standing for the Akashic Records, was aspecting Mars retrograde. So a lot of karma coming up. And what we're working with right now, the situations, the relationships that we're dealing with, are karmic. Saturn's on the Sabian symbol, a widow's past brought to light. That one could also be related to karma, or it could be related to seeing something from a new perspective. I believe also we have Juno. Juno conjunct the asteroid Wake and trining karma. So you're likely to see something about your relationships that you didn't see before. Or you could wake up to some pattern that's been going on in the relationship the whole time, but suddenly you wake up and you see it a new way, and you realize that you can't put up with it anymore. So you're ready to move on your journey, searching for something new. So the hidden influence, I have 3 cards today for the hidden influence. The first one is the 6 of Swords. So this card is also about transitioning. Moving away. And both of these cards, yes, they're about leaving, but they're leaving to go to a happier place. So know that whatever is coming your way, it's going to be positive. And this is a Swords card, so mental. So you're thinking a lot about what you're transitioning to. What are your options? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Planning. You're in the planning phase. And, I talked about this a month ago. At that time, we had this card with it. So we had to make decisions. We had to balance ourselves. And I also talked about that being a time of planning. We're still in the planning stages. While Mars is retrograde, very, very, very few people are going to be making huge progress forward. Okay? We need to wait until we're done with that. We need to wait till we confront our darkest fears. Because when it's time to move forward, we really are going to need to move forward, and we can't have anything holding us back. Which brings me to our second card of the hidden influence. 7 of Pentacles. So it's a time to wait patiently. Not a time to make huge adjustments in your life. It's mostly a time to make some mental decisions, to do that planning. This card is telling us not to rush. It's best to bide your time right now. And I feel like things are progressing. Things behind the scenes are working in your favor. So just sit back and wait. Now, if you're called to do something, if you're called to take some small steps towards your new beginning, that's fine. But as long as Mars is retrograde, don't make any huge decisions. Just kind of tend to your garden, make your plans, plant your seeds, and see the future taking shape before you. Also the hidden influence, the Nine of Wands. So finding your strength this week. You may feel like you're ready to give up, or you may feel like things are hopeless, but that is not true. I can hear someone saying, well, how long do I have to wait? Time is an illusion. Trust what your garden's bringing you. So you do have the strength. Dig deep and get ready to make the changes, which is likely going to mean confronting some people, as well as, doing that shadow work. And it takes a lot of strength to do the shadow work. It's not easy to confront your fears. I feel like this new moon is kind of giving us a chance to stop and see where we're at. Okay, it's exactly opposite Saturn. Saturn and Sagittarius, redoing your belief systems. So, where is your mind at with everything that's going on? If you're feeling very bleak, depressed, hopeless, that means that you're not done clearing your shadow. It's a time where you are the architect of your life right now. So if your thoughts are negative, you're going to create more negativity. You have to see yourself as that strong, capable person that can take care of themselves and that can handle anything. So that the foundation that you're creating right now for your dream is strong and stable. As strong and stable as you are. And we're so close. We can't give up now. The advice from Spirit is the Seven of Swords. So everything is not as it seems right now. And this goes back to what I was saying about things getting lined up for us. We can't see the totality of what's going on. We have to just kind of trust. It's like we're still in that dark place. Because again, we can't see where it is we're going exactly. Same thing I talked about at the Taurus New Moon. I'm being blindfolded and not seeing. But things are getting lined up so perfectly for you to make this transition so smooth. You're just going to be shocked at how things actually transpire and come about. And enjoy it. See this as such a positive time. Give in to the experience of not knowing what's going to happen. Just trusting that whatever it is, it's going to be beautiful and so beyond your wildest expectations. Okay, I'm feeling like the Spirit saying they're keeping us completely in the dark for a reason, because if they start giving us too many hints, then our mind is going to get too involved and our mind is going to mess it up. So there's a reason why we can't see where we're going. But just trust that it's going to be a beautiful, strong, solid foundation. Now I'm also feeling with this card that, we're still being asked to be true to ourselves and be our authentic selves. So where are you being deceptive? Are you deceiving other people about who you are? Or are you deceiving yourself? That could be one of the fears that you're confronting, is that it's like you built your life around this person, and suddenly you're not that person anymore. And not only do other people around you not understand it, but you don't even understand it at times. And you're in the process of reconciling that inwardly. You have to reconcile that within yourself. And I'm also feeling that you could be someone who's in a situation where you find out someone around you is being deceptive. We just had the sun in an exact square with Neptune. Neptune can be illusions and deceptions and fog. So when the sun is squaring it, did it illuminate something for you? As well as that Juno karma aspect. Did you wake up to the realization that you thought you knew someone and either you realize you don't know them at all, or you're seeing them from a new perspective, and it's a perspective that you don't like at all. So it's a difficult time because, again, that transition, ending one phase and trying to work towards a new phase and doing it blindly, it's not easy. But I do feel such beautiful new energy in the air. And it's gonna take a bit, for your garden to blossom fully. But like I said, it's something for you to look forward to. Not with fear, but look forward by appreciating every moment and appreciating the unfolding of your new chapter. So the goddess that's overseeing the Gemini New Moon is Bast. independence. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So we are being asked to be strong and to be willing to be on our own as we make this transition. Of course, you're never on your own totally because you have your angels and your guides that are always supporting you. Boss message is, like the cat, you're fiercely independent, yet you also need affection and playful companions. Now is the time to balance your social interactions with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinions, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities, so ensure that these characteristics are nurtured. Spend time alone. Give yourself permission to play. Ask for your needs to be met. Make your own decisions. Work with cats. Pay attention to your pet feline or get a new cat. Well, I'm really feeling that it is a time for us to be the strong, independent person that we know that we can be, to make our own decisions and make our own decisions independent of what anyone else around us wants. It's part of self-mastery and something that we've been working on for a while. And it's going to take strength for you to do that, because when you make decisions based on your needs, it's not unusual to come up against flack from people who really just have their own interests at heart anyways. And also, go within. Take time now to go within. Find your own inner truth. It's such a powerful time for the universe to be guiding us and to be able to get in touch with that inner truth. Mars retrograde is opening us all up to that feminine energy, using our intuition. So don't just accept what someone else tells you as truth. Okay, that's their truth. It's not necessarily your truth. Get used to going inward and finding your own truth. Okay, so that's all I have for this week. I hope you have a great new moon and a great week. I love you, and I will talk to you next week.